Do you live in New Hampshire? Because if you do, I need you to listen to this clip of the New Yorker Politics podcast hosted by Jane Mayer, one of the great political reporters of our time. I have a point. Stick with me.
This week, let's just talk about the fact that, just a few anonymous citizens and a judge have stopped the administration from literally seeking to arrest 6 members of Congress. Do you know there's only one time in our history that this has ever occurred? It was in 1798 when there were the Alien Sedition Acts, a congressman thrown in jail. This was one of the most disgraceful chapters in our entire history. Donald Trump came this close this week to, sort of breaking a barrier that's held since the late 18th century.
Okay, so that was a conversation on President Donald Trump's recent attempt to indict 6 elected lawmakers across the country, each of them military veterans, who have used their positions as elected leaders to urge members of the U.S. military not to break the law on behalf of President Donald Trump. A grand jury declined to indict them. For context, grand juries in the United States typically vote to indict in around 99% of cases. It's an incredible indicator of just how completely outrageous this entire situation was. And here's the thing, one of those lawmakers was our very own New Hampshire Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander. I caught up with Congresswoman Goodlander at a protest in Concord over the weekend. I've been dying to ask her, what is it like to be a first-term member of Congress and to be threatened with jail by the President of the United States of America? That's kind of a wild situation. I got a chance to ask her. Here's what she had to say.
Federal prosecutors, at the direction of the president, tried and failed to indict me and 5 other members of Congress. This should shock the conscience of every freedom-loving American. We live in a country under the rule of law, and what I did was to say what the law is. Their aim is clear. They want to silence me, and they won't. They want to distract me, and they will not. And they want to harass me, and that's what they're trying to do. But what's been extraordinary is to see ordinary people, including the 23 members of that grand jury who rejected this lawless attempt to persecute us. And what's extraordinary is to see all of these fellow citizens out here today speaking up and showing up for the country we all love.